Hey, what's up YouTube? Goratha here. So today I'm going to talk about my day one progression on Poison Spark and how the league start went and what I've learned and what I changed based on what happened during the league and how the league mechanic is interacting. League mechanic is really good, by the way, especially for crafting, getting 5 and 6 links. Really good for weapon crafting. It seems like it's almost as good as Necropolis. Not quite as good so far for me, but really good items, like very easily. Looks like a really great SF mechanic. But yeah, let's get into it. So, Poison Spark, is it a bait? So, surprisingly, I actually was really surprised about this. The character is actually not a bait. It's pretty strong actually. Early on, I swapped like pretty early-ish, like level 75. I swapped from Poison Concoction to Spark. Now, as soon as I swapped, it was a lot weaker. My casting was bad, and I was struggling a bit. But as soon as I got the reverse chill, and I got some casting on my gear, the character started ramping really fast, and my progression was pretty smooth. I was actually almost top 10 on the hardcore trade ladder, which is pretty crazy considering most of the top 10 is playing mostly meta builds like slammers and stuff. Yeah, I mean, the character just progressed really well. The gear early on is pretty easy to get. I bought Ice Thing Orbit for like 2C, I think, or really early on, and I bought a Winnoway for 5C. And I got really lucky in my first Viridian Jewel I vowed was the Golden Rule. So that was a pretty easy setup for me. And I ended up running a. I bought like I bought the sampler for like 5C, I think, with this Casted Life, and I crafted some non-damaging element for some more chill effect. Yeah, honestly, this was enough to carry me to red maps. My damage has fallen off a bit during red maps now. I need to start getting clusters and stuff, getting better gear in general. But so far, it's carried me to red maps. I killed Eater. I haven't done X-Hook yet, but the character's got me 1 stone so far, and red maps are pretty easy. P16s are a little slower than I would like, but overall, the characters progressed pretty nicely. And I haven't died yet, so that's nice. So, some main notes here, and I'm gonna go over some of the things I learned here. I would actually recommend waiting until you get to like level 80, maybe 85 to swap from Poison Concoction to Spark. The main reason for this is I do feel like Concoction is so strong in the early mapping, especially if you have bouncing. And Spark really needs that cast speed and the projectile speed to get ramping up and duration and stuff. And yeah, like level 80 is probably like a better level to swap to. You can swap whatever you want though if you have the reverse shell setup, which is Winter Weave, Iceling Orbit, Golden Rule, and the new Shadowed Blood node. This node's really good. I'm really happy with how it's turned out. Yeah, that setup's really good. Probably gonna drop it like super end game, but it's gonna be around for a long time. And yeah, cast speed on gear is really important. The main reason cast speed's so good is because it scales multiplicatively with your action speed. And also the Righteous Fire, which is another change I'm going to talk about in a second. So you may have noticed on the tree, I don't have EB like allocated. I actually decided to not go EB and instead run an Enduring Mana Flask. Now, some people might hate this idea. Like, some people probably don't like the idea of pressing a Mana Flask occasionally. That's fine. You can still play EB. I just thought EB was a lot worse when I thought about it because I get to run Arcane Surge. Now, Arcane Surge level 1 in Orbit Storms is a setup I was running. This actually has a ton of damage. Like I said, cast speed is multiplicative. Arcane Surge gives 20 cast speed and mana regen, which helps sustain the mana a little bit as well. And cast speed is, you can see, it's giving me 11% more DPS just for having a level 1 Arcane Surge and pressing it every 8 seconds. Quite a big damage increase early on, especially. The cast speed feels really nice. And it's also allowing me to run the Righteous Fire of Arcane Devotion. Now, Righteous Fire of Arcane Devotion is kind of like Righteous Fire normal, but it scales up your mana instead. We don't have a huge mana pool, so the damage we're taking from this is very minimal. And it's very easy to solve by just having a little bit of max res on your gear. I have like max fire res on my chest piece and my boots currently. Probably not gonna keep that forever, but I get a couple of max res jewels later on or something, and the Apex Slumber, which I still haven't gotten yet, but this will be really good for sustaining as well. And the main reason I wanted to not go EB is because with Apex Slumber, we'll actually not really degen at all, and I'll have more effective HP. And it should help with the max hit a little bit. I'm a little squishy right now. I still haven't died, but I've had a couple close calls, and would feel a lot better if I had a little more defenses going on. Yeah, so the main things I've learned in terms of gear, I did want to talk about, well, in terms of like the skills, I do want to talk about the gear a little bit. You may notice I'm also using a wand. Now, wands are actually really good this league. I was going dagger initially on the PUB because the dagger mastery is really good with the 50 projectile speed. I've changed my mind on this because the lead mechanic is so good at crafting that it's very easy to get, like, this one, for example. I got 100% lightning damage with cast speed and prod speed. This with, like, crafted flat this is already, like, good enough, right? Like, this is really, really good. It's almost enough prod speed to make up for the mastery, and it saves you 4 points. This is very easy to craft with the new lead mechanic. You essentially you make it more likely to get cast or lightning mods and speed mods, and then you make it less likely to get like attack mods and mana mods. It's kind of like the crop list built into the lead mechanic, and it's very nice for making kind of like specialized, very targeted gear. So it's very easy to actually get projectile speed in ones, which is normally pretty hard to do. You normally need like essences, or you need like some really good RNG. Yeah, Wand's better, this league. Also very easy to get 6 links, which is nice for the lead mechanic. So if you're not messing with the lead mechanic, you definitely should. It's really, really strong, and I'm really, really happy of how it's been playing so far. Anyways, I wanted to give you guys a quick update. My gear is kind of whatever now. I'm going to keep blasting and try to make the character stronger and keep you guys updated. So far, this is my current setup. I'll link the POB in the description below. Yeah, this is what I changed so far. Oh yeah, also I should mention, I did take these cast speed notes here. Like cast speeds is really, really good. You'll notice it right away when you swap. You want as much cast speed as possible, just because Spellco feels kind of clunky. And yeah, that's my main suggestions from today's, what I've learned from today. Yeah, pretty much everything I gotta talk about. I'll probably figure some more things out to talk about tomorrow, but we'll see. Oh yeah, by the way, Golden Rule is super expensive. You can just Valorb any Viridian Jewel, and you have a chance to get it. I've already gotten 2 of them. They're pretty common, and they sell for like a Divine Orb right now, which is crazy. Yeah, you don't have to do that. Just literally just use some Valorbs on Viridian Jewels. Like, please don't spend a Divine Orb. Unless you're playing Hardcore Trade, then good luck, I guess. Yeah, pick up every Viridian Jewel and just Val them. You'll have a lot easier time. You don't have to spend like 50 Chaos Orbs or something on it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, the quick update, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, or see you guys tomorrow, and keep you guys updated. See ya. Bye.